Henry McClure Live, your mayor of the streets, your street mayor. As a real estate guy, I've made a living here in the streets. I think what a lot of elected officials and also some business people don't realize, that we survive as real estate brokers and developers. We survive in the streets. We live deal to deal, commission to commission, success after success. We don't get a salary for our failures. That's why government needs to get out of business, especially the Greater Topeka Partnership, the Chamber, and funding all the NGOs that we do. So here's one of the most basic things that you can talk about. Look at this concrete right here. And down yonder, Marvin Spee sells all the gas to the city and the county. And here we are. This is 8th Street. And this is where the love ends. Look at this street. This is really basically a one-lane street and a gravel curb. I mean, a gravel thoroughfare. So you come out here to dodge the car that's southbound. If you're northbound, you've got a lane until a car comes. You got to scoot over here. So let's just, for reference, this is June of 2025. And hey, one of my viewers tells me that to change oil out at the maintenance shop, they pay $500. The upcharge is so they can then funnel the money to other places. Hey, it was we had X amount of dollars for auto repair. We all know it only takes $100 to change the oil. But maybe they do the same thing for front end alignments. Hey, keep going down Adams Street between 8th and 5th. They have in the garage out at the city, they have a front end alignment equipment. So maybe that's the whole racket right there. Is, well, we're going to beat up our fleet. Excuse me. We're going to beat up our fleet so we can keep the mechanics employed, and then we can overcharge for the work, and then we can funnel the money wherever we want. They like to keep those handy just in case there's any peaceful protests down here. They'll probably start selling those at Walmart. More materials over here for peaceful protests. Look at that. This is the capital city of Kansas. This is the heart of downtown. You know, I think this is out of code. I don't think you can have a gravel approach to a building on a city street. Spencer probably knows that off the top of his head, because this is owned by Jimbo. Does this million, I think it's 119,000 feet. Does this vacancy sit vacant because of this street? I mean, put two and two together. You know, you can cut more doors in right there. That's that has high ceilings, great loading dock area. Good morning. I'm telling you right there, I think that would make a cool hotel. Look at all the parking. Airbnb, affordable housing. Now, if I brought this up at the county, Kevin Cook would probably say, nah, that's a railroad right away. You got to go to the railroad to talk to him about this road. Kevin Cook is the most clever fella I've ever met. Him being like an attorney is like perfect for him. He's never wrong about anything. I'll never forget the first time I brought up Lawrence Bay to him. Within a matter of 15-20 minutes, I got a email from the owner of that place, all those vacant lots, because, and I've got that email, the rules have to be one size fits all. That's what our Constitution's about. You know, I think if we would spend some energy and focus it in on the railroad, it might get us a little further faster. So wouldn't it be nice for people to be able to, the hours of this are really wild. And I think the inbound comes in around 4 in the morning. Outbound is like somewhere around midnight, I don't know. Inbound, outbound. They're both inbound, outbound, depending on where you're going. It's time that the public start having a voice in the community. We've got to focus in on where the federal dollars come in and whether the city of Topeka is complying with federal law, which I don't think they are. I was a member of the MPO before it turned into MTPO. The Planning Commission was disbanded because the members pointed out non-compliance. Thank you, Vic Miller. You set us back decades. But Vic, man, that dude wanted to be in power. Finally, his own party took him out. You know, I've actually referred clients to Vic because his kind of law, you know, his special law that he practices, he turned down the jobs because the lead came from Henry McClure. Well, it looks like we got Cox on the job. I'm live. This is another mayoral moment. Power to the people. I'm gonna move my car.